Good morning, Monday the 27th of October 2014. Well, we ran out of time on Saturday's show, didn't we? I had so much more to tell you. I had a very unlucky Friday this week. Or last week? Last week, I had a very unlucky Friday. I don't know what happened. For a start, after my swimming, now I did mention this on Saturday, I couldn't stop eating. I don't know why. I was excessively hungry after swimming on Friday. Now, why would that be? I do sometimes wonder, because I do 60 lengths, generally Monday to Friday. And you come out there and you feel, I do feel hungry now, bag of crisps. Now, I come straight home and have dinner, but it's the journey from the swimming pool to the home that I have trouble with. It's only a 20-minute walk, but that moment when you've stepped out the swimming pool, you are starving. I go, starving hungry when you come out of that pool. It's true. How do you overcome that? I don't know. So sometimes I'll divert, I'll buy a little bag of crisps. But Friday, I stopped at a cheese and onion pasty, half a bag of Doritos, then I came and had dinner, and a bread roll. It just went on and on. I seemed to be eating for hours. It's not good, is it, really? And I do sometimes wonder, you do the swimming for the fitness thing, but then you're hungry afterwards. And I do wonder, if you weren't swimming, which certainly at the weekend, I don't swim on Saturdays or Sundays, and I'm not so hungry in the afternoon. And I kind of wonder, is it all worthwhile doing the swimming if you're going to eat tons and tons afterwards? So that was the daytime. Now, at night, on Friday night, I was supposed to be working somewhere in Basildon. Well, I was working somewhere in Basildon, called Colours. And I left the house, and I thought, I won't need any money. I don't know why I thought that, because I left the house, and I immediately realised I had no money if I decided to... We got the M25, which is a big road that goes around London. Okay? Now, I'm in Bracknell, and the place I was working at is in Basildon, Essex. Both are roughly the same way round. Doesn't matter which way I go round it, they're like at opposite ends. Now, one of those ways would take me through a tunnel, which you have to pay for. A toll tunnel. Now, on my little iPhone 5S, I've got a sat-nav. And it's constantly updating traffic. So it will take me the quickest route it deems suitable. And I'm kind of in the car and oh no, I hope it doesn't take me round the other way, where I would have to pay, because I've got no money on me. What happens? What happens if you get to the barrier and you haven't got the money to pay? You can't turn back up the motorway, can you? I wonder if there's another little road that leads off it, so you're not coming through here and off you go. Or do they send you a bill or something for the £2 or whatever it is to go through the tunnel? I don't know how that works. Anyway, as luck would have it, the sat-nav took me in a completely different direction from both roads, and then eventually joining the other road, which goes the other way. So I got out of that one. And as I'm on my journey, I then realised that where I was working, there is in the pub car park, there's room for about 6 cars. Now, if you don't get into that car park, that little free car park, you have to go in the overflow car park, which is about £4 or £5 for the whole night. And then, of course, I've got no money to pay. What will I do? Where will I leave the car? And it was all very worrying, dear. Anyway, so I got there, and luckily enough, I was the last one to get there for one of those... Oh, I've just dropped me a bit of paper. For one of those 6 spaces. So I got in that little space, and then I went inside and thought, well, I'm here, and that's it. And I got inside, and there's another DJ there already. And 2 other people in this DJ box. I said, hello. And one looked like, oh, Chris, what are you doing here today? I said, well, it's the 4th Friday of the month. Oh, are you not the last Friday of the month? I said, no, the 4th Friday of the month. Last Friday of the month is this next week. Oh. And then he starts ringing people up, and the other bloke says, I'll tell you what, I'll go home, because you've had it takes me about an hour and 3/4 to get there. And it had taken him about an hour. I said, are you sure you want to go home? He said, yeah, I don't mind. And I looked at him, he was roughly the same age as me. I think the older DJ is making a big comeback, boys and girls. Oh yes, the older DJ making a big comeback. So in the end, the big manager who was on the phone suggested that, how do you feel about splitting the night? I said, yeah, I'm okay with that. And quick as a flash, I said, I'll do the early bit if that's all right. So 9 to 12 instead of 9 to 3. So I got out there at 12 o'clock and then I sped home and all was well. But what sort of unlucky Friday that was. An unlucky Friday. Also today, I've got to tell you, now, you know, regular viewers and listeners to this little old programme will know how amusing I find the Daily Express weather reports. There's always some holocaust about to happen with the weather. Some horror story of, I don't know, bits flying out of the sun and falling down on us like what are those things that come out of the coronium ejections? What are they called? Ejaculations? What are they? Oh, I can't remember now. Solar flares. Solar flare stories coming out of the Daily Express. Or it's going to be the worst winter for 100 years, and the best summer for 5,000 years. You know, all those weather stories on the front page, and I have mentioned them 2 or 3 times on our little programme. Well, it turns out, and I found this out last week, that the person writing these, I know. His name is Nathan Rao, R-A-O, I think that's how you say it, Nathan. And Nathan used to come to one of the clubs I DJ'd at, the Black Cap. And this all came about because I got a little message from him last week and said, "Hi Chris, I'm glad you're finding my weather reports so amusing." So I looked back and I thought, oh my God, it's him. It's Nathan. How fantastic is that? So why is it, Nathan, that you keep worrying us with these weather reports, dear? You know, we're all going out buying umbrellas for the deluge that's about just around the corner, and ropes to tie our houses down because we're going to have several hurricanes appear on the same day, and tornadoes. I think it was a tornado once that went across my head and pulled out my hair, dear. It really was. So how fantastic is that I know the person who writes these horrific weather stories on the front page of the Daily Express. He's also done loads of other stuff. And I'll tell you about that in a couple of shows' time, maybe tomorrow or maybe the day after, right? Because I've had a look at his website and he's done really well. I must tell you about him. And he's got a website as well, which I'll tell you about in a couple of days' time as well. It's nathanrao.com, NathanRao.com. Have a look. All right, it's been a while since I spoke to him, so I'm really, really pleased about it. About 20 years since he used to come to that club that I used to DJ at. How fantastic. Anyway, that's all for today. Oh, I'm doing a quiz tonight on this Monday night. Just a little tryer in Surrey. If you're anywhere like in the Surrey area, a place called The Pembroke, okay? That's in Causden in Surrey. So that's Monday night tonight between 7:30 and 10:30. You have a nice day. See you tomorrow.